and that's your spine. We're gonna get better x-rays than those on the way out. When you're leaving, I'm gonna have them get true scoliosis x-rays for you, okay, so we can see it better. But this is what we see here. This is your spine, and it has that curvature built into it. That's what we call scoliosis. Scoliosis is a problem where the head eventually is a little bit off center, and then your back has to keep balancing you properly. That's why you have a lot of back pain. It's from the scoliosis.
It's from my head?
From your low back.
Oh.
Okay, now this here is your MRI. That's as if we were to cut you down the middle like that and look at you from the side. Heads up here, legs down here, belly back. These rectangles are the bones of your spine. We call them the vertebrae. And in between them, these are the discs. They prevent bone from rubbing against bone. White is spinal fluid and gray are the nerves. Now this, if I hide this, that's normal. And that's where we have a problem, where you have a lot of pressure on these nerves throughout your spine.
So it should be white.
It should be like that, white,
Uh-huh.
like here, or what I showed you here. This is what it should be like. But that's where you have problem. Now, the reality of this is, this is another type of picture. That's if to cut you like that. I call slice of bread style.
Right,
guy.
okay.
Front, back, side. These are the nerves.
That's looking from the top down.
Top down. Nerves and white around them is spinal fluid. And as we go down, this is normal. Then as we get to these areas down here, you do have significant pressure on these nerves and more pressure here. And that's, we're gonna call that, you have what's called transitional anatomy, but we're gonna call that 3, 4, and 4, 5. That's the bottom of your spine, okay? Question is, what do we do about it? And that's where, yes, what you're telling me, these are the two options.
And you know, Doc, lately, I don't know if this is because when I fell recently in the house, it bothers me down low here. Low, like
in the bottom of your back. Yeah.
1, 2, yeah. So I don't know if it's connected, problem.
It's all connected.
It all goes down into the leg.
Yep, it's all connected. But that's where the question is, what's the right surgery for you, right? There's the idea of minimally invasive laminectomy, where we go in and shave these bones over the nerves, okay? And there's the idea where, no, we go do the full thing and fix your scoliosis, and at the same time, we open wider around all these nerves that go down to the feet. Now, to start, that numbness that you have may be already irreversible. Even if we do the big surgery, it may never come back, because there is the possibility of permanent damage to these nerves that has already happened. Same with the foot drop. It may not come back for us. So while I can tell you, look, with surgery, we can get things opened up and decompressed for you, I can't guarantee you that any of that stuff is gonna come back. Now, the advantage of the laminectomy is it's a small procedure. You come in, get the surgery done, go home the same day, right? Risks, infection, bleeding, 1 to 2%. Risk of what's called spinal fluid leakage. I accidentally opened the cover of the nerves, that's about 3%. Bad stuff, death, stroke, heart attack, paralysis, way less than 1 per 1,000. And the risk there is that we're not opening everything up, right? And sometimes we start drilling and shaving things off, and it may cause the scoliosis to worsen a little bit, because think of scoliosis as a leaning building or leaning tower, and now you're doing some work in the foundation of it, so it can lean some more. So all that can worsen the scoliosis. That's the laminectomy. The scoliosis surgery, that's where it's a big surgery. We're talking an entire day in the operating room. We're talking a week to 10 days in the hospital, a couple weeks at a rehab facility, and not everyone can tolerate it, so we need to get you through the anesthesiologist and make sure that they're okay with you. They're okay putting you to sleep, waking you up, all that stuff. Now, we do that for both procedures, but they're gonna look at you differently when we say we're doing a scoliosis type surgery.
Sure.
Scoliosis surgery, it's a year-long recovery. So first 3 months, they're intense recovery, but recovery is a year-long, sometimes even more than that. And what we do there is I'm locking you like that. So we're taking any flexibility that you may have in your back. Now, locking you with the hip, some people describe it as relearning how to walk, where for several months you're gonna be trying a walker, and using
Yeah,
walker and then maybe graduate to a cane. But also the way you're walking suggests that you don't have real feeling in your legs, and that may make it harder for you to walk even after we get all the nerves opened up.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's the decision we want to try to make today, to say, look, do you want to give a minimally invasive surgery a shot? While we know it's not perfect, it may do enough of the job that we say, sure, that's it, and we stop there.
Well, the way I look at it now, I mean, if I made it to August, I'm 84 years old, and things went good. I mean, my mind's sharp. Like my wife said, your mind's sharp. A neurologist in Woodstock 3 years ago or 2 years ago, I was 81. I told him I had that off balance. He said, let me do a CT scan of your brain to make sure that everything, you didn't have a problem up there with, your balance. And I got back to Tim 2 weeks later, seeing him, he said, I looked at it twice. I said,